Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I've been to Saudi Arabia about 2 times and there's a lot of amazing things. Saudi Arabia amazing things 25. Yalla. You should take off one's shoes indoors. I saw it for the first time except Korea, Japan and China. It was very comfortable to me. Your darling. The Saudis call each other Habibi, Habib. So I could feel friendly. You don't have to go directly when you pay. In Korea, you have to go there in person to pay. And you have to clean the plates and cups by yourself. So I loved it in Saudi. I know I'm lazy. It was so comfortable. Few people work on the street. I've rarely seen anyone working on the street outside. This was amazing because there are so many people working on the streets in Korea. There is little public transportation. I barely saw the bus or subway. By the way, Riyadh is building a subway now. I saw. But I don't think I've ever seen a city bus. There are various skin colors. They are Saudi, but people had various skin colors. Is it because the land is white? There is only one race in Korea. So I felt this is more amazing. There are few convenience stores. There was a 24-hour mart, but there was no small convenience stores. For your information, there is a convenience store every 100 meters in Korea. You will surprised if you come Korea. But the 24 mart was really big. I was surprised. Tamimi Mart. Korea doesn't have such a big 24-hour mart. There are not many Chinese. This is awesome. Really awesome. There are many Chinese in any country, almost country, but I've never seen Chinese in Saudi Arabia. Mashallah. The oil is cheap. I expected the oil to be cheap because Saudi Arabia is an oil producing country, right? But it is really cheap. Wow, it was 6 times cheaper than Korea. Mashallah. Cigarettes are expensive. Actually, the price was the same as Korea, but the price of cigarettes doubled when I traveled. The scene of history, I saw it myself. There was a second wife. I was talking to some people and I knew there were people who had 2 wives. I had a lot of questions, but I couldn't ask. Example, do you live with first wife and second wife together? And do you have a date with first wife on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday? And with the second wife on Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Like this. I know this is low level question. Don't worry, I didn't ask them. Each sheet has a distinct character. Okay, I will tell you what I felt. Riyadh. There were sophisticated buildings and it felt very neat. Jeddah. The little buildings were so cute. So it felt like a very affectionate city. Medina. There were many nice buildings. So I want to travel again. Makkah. It was really magnificent. Magnificent. Uber. I hope Korea has Uber too. There were many Ubers in Saudi, so it was very comfortable. I'm expecting Uber Korea soon. Goodwill toward Korea. That was really surprised. Young people like Korea because of K-pop, K-drama. I knew this, but old people like Korea because 30 years ago, Korean helped build buildings in Saudi. I heard. They greet each other when they make eye contact. The Saudis greet each other when they make eye contact. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Even though they don't know each other. MashaAllah. I loved it. It's not like this in Korea. This is what Korea should run. The weather is cold. The temperature was not very low, but it felt cold. Actually, I didn't expect Saudi Arabia to be this cold. It was my prejudice. Sorry. There are many Hyundai cars. Oh, I was surprised. I thought I came to Korea. There were so many. Thank you, Edge Korea. There is an old car. Honestly, it is hard to see cars 15 years old in Korea. But I have seen cars that are 20 years or 25 years old in Saudi. Frugal Saudi. MashaAllah. They eat up all of the sheep. The Saudis eat sheep's tongue, sheep's brain, sheep's eye. Actually, I ate it too. The tongue of the sheep was unexpectedly delicious. Soft and delicious. But brain, I couldn't eat all brain. It is hard. They like to talk. It is for real. They love conversation. I had this experience. I went at 10 a.m. with an invitation from someone, and I came back at hotel at 10 p.m. We kept talking, we ate and talked, we drank coffee and talked. I like to talk too. I also like to talk with my friends at a cafe from long ago, but I cannot win them. But I love it. They do a lot of Snapchats. I think almost all Saudis use Snapchat, right? I think there are less than 1,000 people who use Snapchat in Korea. So it was amazing to me. Hand gesture. I love it. I wanna learn this. The conversation was more interesting. The food is delicious. I ate a lot of fruit at this time. There was a fruit that I saw for the first time. It was so sweet. Why? I should have eaten more. Saudi men all have beards. All the men in Saudi Arabia grew beards. Of course, I've had a beard. Most Koreans prefer shaved face because Koreans think beard is not neat. So I was surprised. Beard, awesome. I wanna have like this. Saudi Arabia has a large monetary unit. The largest unit of currency in Korea is about $50, but Saudi is $150. Mumtaz. So I was afraid that I would lose a 500 riyal bill. It was the Saudi wonder that I felt. I just said my opinion, so I hope you don't feel bad. Thank you. Goodbye. Masalama.